It means to help the community become a better place.
It means we could find ourselves, and we could also find about other people. It helps us kind of get together in a way.
I think it means helping others and our community.
You have to study in your service and help community and be taught by your service.
Service learning to me means using what you already know and putting it to use inside of your community.
Service learning means an opportunity in the classroom to design your own projects and be creative and try to make the community better.
Just any problem that you may think that's wrong in your neighborhood or outside of your neighborhood, and you want to just put forth effort in fixing that problem and learning from your experience.
Service learning means to me is picking up problems in today's world and trying to figure out how to change it as a team and a family.
Hello everybody, meet Thompson. He's a young child, very interested in reading, which is his spark, and his fire is human rights. So he decided to focus on promoting awareness for human rights, and he published the Declaration of Human Rights around his school.
And today's session that you're in is about evidence, using evidence, and doing investigations to try to find, kind of getting to the bottom of what is a community problem and how do we find a good solution. So our essential question, the big question we want to know, is how can we use evidence to help solve a problem in our community?
Okay, so the spectrum is used for you to identify those different people according to the issue that you're most interested in working on. It's also one way that you can look at all of those different groups. So starting with actively an ally all the way to actively opposing. Do you think we can take someone who actively opposes you on an issue and leapfrog them all the way to actively supporting you?
Yeah.
You do? Do you think that's easy or hard?
Hard.
Hard, right? Do you think it might be easier to take someone who actively opposes you and just shift them slightly to neutrally?
Hi, it's been great to be here, and I think the best experience for a student to be a part of something like this is don't be bogged down by opportunity, by impediments, by questions that people asked. A person is only limited by his own knowledge, his own experience, and his own vision. Look beyond all this. Be the change maker that you wish to be. Have the idealism of youth. Have the energy and the vigor and the will to try and do the impossible. Be a part of the change, whatever it is, however small it is going to create a difference in the life of somebody else. Don't feel shy from taking action. Act now and go ahead, do the impossible. You are the future. Thank you.
Let's go So we have a really unique opportunity, right? Because we have all these students from all over these counties, and a lot of them may not realize the kind of food disparity issues that exist, right? That maybe the county that they come to Milwaukee from has these, is really food secure. But then they come to Milwaukee County, where they might be going to school with friends who are from Milwaukee County, and Milwaukee has between 17 and 19% food insecurity. So we have all these unique art programs that we offer here, and our idea for our service learning was to integrate all the art areas with the academic areas as well, and create a project that pulled all of that, our students' art talents in, as well as their academic talents. And so in our dance department, students were creating a choreographed dance to raise awareness about world hunger. In the visual arts department, students were designing paintings and murals to raise awareness about world hunger and then hunger in Milwaukee. And in our world history classes, we're putting together information packets about hunger in Milwaukee, and those will be made available during our sort of end of the semester festivities today, hours 6 and 7. After students come out of the dance, they'll be able to take these pamphlets, and hopefully students who aren't affected by hunger issues will be inspired to volunteer, or use some of the resources that my students are listing on these pamphlets. And then also students who might be leaving, for a more unstable environment over the next 2 days will feel like this is an issue that their school community cares about, and they'll feel supported, and might leave for break a little bit more positive than had they not had something like this.
Well, we had 2 projects in our restorative justice class. One group focused on safety. The other groups focused on improving the behavior in some of the lower grades. And I was part of the safety group, and we planned a safety day, and we had a police officer come in and talk about some safety issues, especially stranger danger was a big thing. And he talked about, and it went pretty well. We also made some safety booklets for all of the kids to access in the high school, and some print-offs for the teachers and stuff. So overall, it was really successful.
I learned from a project even this small. It takes time because a lot of it was due to some of the safety inspections for ourselves, and we had to make sure that everyone was comfortable with us doing this. So we had organized the teachers.
It changed the way I think about my community, because as big as we are as a school, it just changed my thinking of how important certain things are, and how you have to really take your time and look over everything and face every obstacle head on, even if there's challenges that you have to face. And that kind of relates to how I think about life now, especially in college, is that things are going to frustrate you, and especially working with groups, it's going to be difficult. You have to work really hard, but if you believe in yourself and you believe in the people around you, good things can happen.
This school year, I've participated in 3, or I've facilitated 3 different service learning projects. One that was based around safety in school. We had a service learning project through my economics class, in which we operated the coffee shop. And we've got one last service learning project happening right now, which is an Audubon in Action Day, where students are trying to advocate and bring about awareness for different causes that are taking place in the city, some of the struggles that different groups are having within our city. It's been a very rewarding experience. It's been a very an experience in which I learned a lot that I didn't think I was going to learn. It was an experience so I learned a lot about my students and myself. I think one of the hardest parts about the service learning project was learning to let students work and make decisions on their own. I think as teachers we really want to have a hand on a lot of what they do, but when I found that when I stepped back and let them make the decisions and kind of clear the path for themselves, it went a lot more smoothly.